Alright, it's back to the Planet Crafter. Hopefully, I can find more aluminum. You see now. Now, let's see. Okay, what do we got? We got a lot of iron. Got some oxygen. Might as well get T3 Vegetube at 50 or 30 parts per trillion. Ocker storage at 50 kiloterraform index T2 exoskeleton. Now, let's see if I can make that. Probably gonna need, yep, titanium, magnesium, and aluminum. Well, there's that. Okay, let's see if I can find some aluminum, or aluminium, I should say. Here's a question. Will it let me climb the ladder this time? That is weird. Okay, let me try it again. I don't understand why it won't let me climb that ladder. Well, okay, well, I have little time to waste. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Ah, come on. There we go. Okay, there was some aluminum up here, I think. If not, I'll have to explore another area. Well, we don't really... Yeah, let's see here. Nope. Okay, it wasn't that other building. Can I deconstruct? No, I cannot. Okay, no oxygen, even though space food, we do want that. Water, we do want that. Iridium, not a bad idea. Oh, these are T3 heaters. Okay. Oh, I'm going to run out of oxygen again. So I need cobalt. Might as well get that cobalt from up here. Let's see if I can run back home before I run out of air. No time to waste. Will I make it? I don't think so. God. I have to terraform this moon to get me some more oxygen. I really need that. I don't... Well, let's see. Yeah. Probably not going to make it again. God. Jumping. There we go. A little bit more speed. There we go. Got it. I don't need all that iron. I really don't. I don't need all that. Yeah, let's see here. I don't need all that silicon. I need more oxygen and more water. That's what I need. That's weird. It's not immediately mining it. That should be enough of that. One more ice should do it. Okay. Has this grown yet? No. See, a food grower. Aluminum, iron, water bottle. Okay. Well, see if I can climb that ladder again this time. God, out of all the other things that we're trying to do in this game, the real challenge is climbing that ladder. Still won't. God. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay, this seems to be stacked 3 high. Looks like there's some ice. Okay. We want that. I suppose, you know, I wonder if I could construct my own door. If I constructed my own door, would this be an oxygen environment? I don't think so. Okay. That's too bad. Let's see what's up on here. Some beds, anything in here? No, I'm sure that these laptops, you know, once there's power, there might be something valuable there. Okay. Construction report. I'm not reading all that. This looks like a stasis pod of some kind. Okay, let's see what we got. I'm looking for materials and I'm not finding any. Nope. Let's see. We want that. We do want water. We do want the space food. And then in one of those buildings there was more aluminum, which I think was up here. Nope. Okay, it was in that other building then. Nope. This is the one with the heaters. Okay, maybe it was over here. That looks interesting over there. That's a Tech 2 heater. I'm not going to get that right this second. We want that. We want the space food. Zeolite is good. Uranium, we'll use that later. So uranium has chemical element 92. Open locker store. Okay, this is good. More aluminum. This is good. This a giant locker? It is, but you only open it from one area. Eat the space food, get the blueprint. So anyway, uranium has a chemical element 92. And that is what nature produces naturally up to element 92. Anything above element 92, so neptunium at 93 and plutonium 94, is very dangerous because... Okay, this is a key card. Okay, because all living things on Earth evolved with small amounts of uranium already present in the environment. So we've had time to evolve a slight natural resistance to it. Is there another oxygen bottle? There might be in the storage. Nope, there is not. So anyway, anything above element 92 was created about in the early 1900s, if I remember correctly. So we've only had We've only had about 125 years to try to evolve a resistance to it. It still won't let me climb the ladder. And that is why anything above 92 is so dangerous. We have not had enough time. Now, if it were 125 million years... Okay, where are these meteors impacting? Now, if it were 125 million years, then we might have at least some resistance to the Neptunium and above. But unfortunately, we do not. Okay, I have some blueprints to deconstruct. I might as well save. Okay, recycling machine. That lets me uncraft things. Living compartment corner. That's a good one. A big living compartment. Yes, we want that. Area lamp. That would be not a bad thing to have. Okay, 3 iron, 2 super alloy, and 3 titanium. Actually, I could build a... Well, I don't... What I need... Well, I'm going to need more oxygen. What was I trying to do? The exoskeleton? I think that's what I was trying to build, was the exoskeleton originally. T1 exoskeleton. T2 exoskeleton. Okay, I need titanium and silicon. Now, there's the titanium. I'll just have to go out and find some silicon. Make a Tech 2 exoskeleton so I can equip more modules on my person. Now what have we got? T2 agility boots, I already have that. Mining speed, no super alloy, I do not have super alloy yet. Need more super alloy. Let's see here. I would need that to deconstruct in order to make the recycler. Okay, so instead of that, make more oxygen bottles. I need that. As well have 8 oxygen bottles and a few more. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, need some more ice to make some more water. Well, it would seem that in the last video I was on the quest for aluminum, but this time I must be on a quest for super alloy, which is hard to come by because you need one of basically every element that you find except for, well, like uranium or iridium. I don't really need that much iron. Got some space food. Should I make another? Let's see, what are we at here? Growth speed 81%, not ready yet. Eggplant. Yeah, let me see here. 1 iron. Yeah, you know what? I might as well grow the eggplant. Make another food grower. Yep, need the eggplant. Speaking of eggplant, back in the early... Okay, great. Now I just ran out of power. Do I have the aluminum to build another solar panel? Cobalt, iron. Do not need titanium. Or titanium, I should say. Okay, so I need more solar panels. Okay, iron, magnesium, silicon, and 2 cobalt. Iron, magnesium, silicon, and 2 cobalt. I need magnesium. So anyway, back in the early 2000s, my mother and I used to watch Emeril Lagasse on the Food Network. And for some reason, one day on Food Network, or one week, they had Eggplant Week, where everything was all about eggplants. And so after about 4 days of watching Eggplant Week on Food Network, I asked my mother to get me some eggplant. I'd never eaten eggplant before. It was not good. I hated eggplant. And I don't think I'm going to eat an eggplant ever again. That's my story about eggplant. This character is going to be eaten very healthy. He's got mushrooms, eggplant. You can eventually get beans and cocoa seeds and things of that nature. You know what? Is there more water? Well, okay, reach. Okay, first let's reach blue sky. Okay, now can I climb the ladder? Probably not. That is weird. I'll have to wait till I can make a jetpack. Then I can probably climb. Well, I'm just going to fly up there. But, anyway, we need to get super alloy. We need to get up to 175,000 terraforming index, or 175 KTI. We are only at 40 KTI. Drink that. Aluminum is a good thing. Zeolite we will need later. Explosives we will need later, but not at this second. There's gotta be more. Well, I need to find that key card. And that key card is probably behind some ice. That doesn't melt until later. Do we need another heater? Well, might as well. Heat up the planet. That is an interesting thing if you think about it. We know how to heat up a planet. We're doing it right now with global warming. So, on Mars, for example, because Mars is so cold, on Mars, global warming would be a good thing. But not on Earth. The opposite of Mars is Venus. Venus, even though it's further away from the sun, it is much, much hotter than Mercury. Okay, this thing opens now. That's good. Maybe there's a key card in here somewhere. Anyway, Venus is about, if I remember right, about 950 degrees Fahrenheit. Mercury, despite being the closest planet to the sun, is only around 500 or so degrees Fahrenheit. Mars is negative, I used to know this, Mars about negative 100 Fahrenheit, I would say. I don't need any more eggplant. What I need, 150 million, or mega TI. And then the planets get colder from there. Okay, this is another key card area. This means I've seen this before on the main my main game. It means there's valuable stuff behind that door. The coldest place in the solar system is actually not Pluto. The coldest place in the solar system is, NASA has found there's a crater on the moon somewhere, that literally has not seen the sun. The moon is about 4 billion years old. There's this crater there. That part of it has literally, the sun has literally never shone on that part of the crater for 4 billion years. NASA measured the temperature of that to be something in the order around of negative 454 Fahrenheit. So that's pretty cold. Now, yeah, I might as well go back and do I have the kilowatts to make the heater? What is this track doing here? Okay, oh, is that why I need to climb? Yeah, let's see here. Let's drink that. Okay, there's storage crates up there. That means there's items. Can I get over here? Okay, let's see how this works. Perfect. Okay, let's see what's in there. It better be something good. No. Well. Okay, will this door open? Probably not. Will that one up there open? Can I deconstruct that? It looks not as such. I do want to make a beacon. I can always find my way back. I'm hoping there's like a storage crate or something up here, but it doesn't look like it. No, there is not. Okay, we have an environmental event. Don't die. There we go. I think this is a sandstorm. I don't know what the sandstorm does in this game. Nope, that's a meteor shower. But where is it hitting? Where is it impacting? Well, do I have the kilowatt hours to make a T2 heater iron? 3 kilowatt hours per... Oh yeah. I need 1 iron. Can I put this outside? Nope. It has to be inside. Okay, so we have more heat, thereby increasing the terraformation index ever so slightly. Okay, a beacon, titanium, silicon, and aluminum. It's too bad. I don't know where those meteors impacted. Actually. Since green is my favorite color. There we are. And what this will do is, just a homing beacon, so I always know where home is. I'm going to need more oxygen. There we are. Okay, we're getting close to 50 kTi. I can eat the mushroom. Might as well eat the space food first. I need the super alloy, which I do not yet have. Actually, what occurs at 50 KTI? Let me see here. Locker storage, that's good. You can store advanced craft station, yep, launch platform. That allows you to launch rockets that can give bonuses to, well, oxygen multiplier, insect multiplier, temperature multiplier. Now back out. I need to make, well, I need to make a water collector, but that won't happen until, probably until 175 KTI. I need more items. Well, might as well try it again. That is so weird that I cannot, you know, I might just have to. I mean, is there anything up here? I don't think there is, but I might just have to get some iron and just build a stairway. That's silicon. Build a stairway. Have to wait for the ice to melt. Close enough. And there's nothing up here. I cannot deconstruct any of these things. Is there another place I can explore? Well, there's ice everywhere. Doesn't really look like it. Tetris is just gonna have to wait. They're just gonna have to wait. I will need more oxygen soon. Oh, cobalt. That's weird that it glitches something like that sometimes. Perfect. Locker storage. It's a bigger storage crate. I do want to make one of those. I have one more oxygen bottle. You know, I cannot make that big thing yet. The big living compartment. 2 by 2 as opposed to 1 by 1. Kind of looking around for any kind of... I might as well get a little more water. Any kind of storage crates, something that I can open and gather items for. Let's make the oxygen now. Might as well make more water. Locker storage. I'm going to take all of that out. I could. Okay, 2 more iron. T3 drill, that's good, but I don't necessarily need that. Tech 3 fertilizer. Okay, that'll become very useful later on. 2 cobalt for oxygen, I will want that. Nope, don't want to open it, I want to deconstruct it. Two more iron. Might as well loot all of this. Deconstruct. Might as well put all of this in here, deconstruct, and make another locker storage. I'm going to need a bigger living space very soon. This screen, I suppose, could go somewhere else. Screen progress. There we are. That's a good place for it. 0.4%. Ah, this is going to take some time. Very good. A T3 Vegetube. I will need more storage. Good. Excellent use for all that iron I collected earlier. T3 Vegetube. Okay. Silicon. Magnesium. Silicon, magnesium. There's the magnesium. Do I have enough kilowatt hours? Kilowatts. Yeah. Cross that bridge when I get there. Unfortunately, the iron and the silicon do look somewhat similar. Do I have... Anyway, you know... 200% oxygen multiplier. Do I have the kilowatts? 8 available. How much does the T3 Vegetube need? Ooh, just barely. Just barely. Oh, I think these can only be placed out. Yep. Can only be placed outside. Well, let's not waste some space. How about right there? Okay. Drink the water. Eat the space food. Save the game. I might as well deconstruct. Do I have the aluminum? Nope. There used to be a way to hide, the less efficient machines. I need more. Well, I have that one aluminum. Do I have enough? Nope. I'm going to have to build another solar panel with the aluminum. Cobalt. And then I don't have enough aluminum to make the T3 Vegetube. Eventually you can grow trees that will I do not have. Well, there might be some more aluminum up here in that big storage crate. Well, eventually you make a tree spreader that just spreads trees around itself and in a certain radius, and the trees will produce oxygen. Interestingly, in real life, it's actually the water plants and algae, things like that, that produce most of the oxygen. The oxygen comes from oceans. The trees that we see out in nature and in forest, there's no... Oh, there it is. There's super alloy. I do want that. So most of the oxygen we have comes from the ocean. I will need explosives later. It has also been determined that about 85% of all plant life is water-based plants. Water is a very good thing. We found James Webb Space Telescope has detected some interesting organic molecules on a planet 124 light years away. The science is still really out on that one. We do not know about that. Okay, silicon, magnesium. But we think if it is aliens at all, it might be alien plants. Okay, T3 Vegetube. I need silicon, and magnesium. Anyway, the James Webb Space Telescope discovered or detected some dimethyl sulfide, which we think on Earth can only happen in the presence of something living, which it would be pretty profound if it was actually an extraterrestrial planet. Okay, silicon. That had some life on it. If it does, we think it would just be alien algae. At 124 light years away, there's no chance of them coming to Earth, which is also a interesting thing that they were talking about there. But the science is still out yet. It is by no means settled. Okay, superalloyed silicon. Okay, this makes me mine faster, but I need a superalloy. I will need more water. Might as well make the water. Okay, what do we have next? See, there we go. It's going up. 175. Okay, that. Okay, let's see here. I want, well, what I really want, 100 nanokelvins. I need more pressure. For that, I need more aluminum that I don't have. Nope. Better not have the aluminum again. Well, back to the dome. Let's see what we got. I wish you could extract some materials from this, but you cannot. At least I don't think you can. Yeah, come on, I need aluminum. 150 million mega. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. Key card. Do I have the oxygen? I might. Well, let's just go over here now. Deconstruct. Okay, this is good. This is good. I like this. There's more storage. Help. No oxygen. More storage. Very good. We want blueprints. Okay. Bralia seed. That's good. More oxygen. This is a heater. Super alloy. That's good. Another message. I can't wait for this place to be finished. Well, it looks like it didn't happen. This is a Tech 3 heater. Let's see what this is. Oh, it's the same. Okay, I just unlocked that one. Okay, so there's just 2 access points. No, I cannot take it out once you have access. Then access is permanently granted, which is a good thing. I don't need that much iron. Lerma-C. Well, yeah, can I make another Vegetube? Probably not, because I don't have the goddamn aluminum. Aluminum. Well, just gonna have to wait. Can you manufacture aluminum in this game? No, you cannot. You can only make a super alloy aluminum. You have to drill out of the ground. And I need to find some place that has aluminum. This only has an oxygen multiplier of 200%. This one is better because it's 250%. Now let's install the blueprints. Okay, Tech 2 torch. Shredder machine, that is good to have in... I do not have explosive powder or osmium. Osmium is a real element, by the way. Okay. Okay, what do we want here? Tech 2 light, sulfur, and aluminum. I don't have any sulfur or aluminum. Sulfur is found under rocks. It's a yellow substance. And it can become a gas. It stinks like rotten eggs. Mars has sulfur and carbon dioxide. Very thin atmosphere. Mars' atmosphere is only 1% that of Earth's. But if you were to smell Mars, it would smell like rotten eggs and cat urine. So the moon smells like gunpowder, Mars smells like rotten eggs and cat urine. Venus has a lot of atmospheric pressure. It would crush you instantly. I don't need the uranium right now. But if you could smell your Venus, it would smell like, well, sulfur. It has sulfuric acid, which is battery acid. I'm taking the fabric just because I know I will need that later. At least I think I will need that later based on my playthrough. Do I have oxygen? Yes, I do. Not very much. Lerma seed. Well, might as well loot all of this. Deconstruct that. You want to pick it clean. You are in a planet. This is a very hostile environment. So you want to take whatever you can get. And that does mean deconstructing everything you see. Yes, I know my oxygen level is low. Yep. Have to make more oxygen with cobalt and cobalt. So, oh, there we go. You can see the terraformation index increasing faster now, but then it's eventually when you get to, I don't really need titanium. Eventually when you get to, this is 94 KTI, kilos, so 94,000 terraformation index. Aluminum and super alloy. And eventually you will get, when you get to 999 KTI, then it will switch over to 1 MTI, 1 mega terraformation index. I don't need all that iron. Well, not at the moment, at least. Fabric is... I'll take it. I'll use it later. I do not know what selenium is used for yet. That is also a real element. Okay, T2 drill. I don't need that because I need a T1 drill, or T3 drill is better, but I do not have the aluminum to make that. Shredder machine is good to... See, I have a bit of an excess of iron going on around here. Instead of dropping it, I could put it in the shredder machine, just get rid of it. But I'm going to save all of this for now because I will need it later. I know that. I wonder if I should just pause the video, wait for more terraformation index. I really need more aluminum. I need more aluminum. Maybe I'll go check up there. Is that ice or is that a structure? I kind of think that's a structure up, ice up there. This ice is blocking my path. You do take fall damage. In that case, I did not, but you do eventually take fall damage if you fall from too high. I probably cannot get up over this unless I had a jetpack, which I don't. Not yet. Well, so far this under construction dome here has provided a lot for me. Okay, this is what I was looking for. More storage crates. Okay, smart fabric, we do want that. There's the aluminum. Well, we want the smart fabric later. Blueprint, excellent. That's what we want. We want more aluminum. You know, I do not need the smart fabric right now. Anything else going on around here? Any more storage crates? No. Nope. Okay. Let's see what we got. What was I going to make? I was going to make a drill. Do I make a drill? Yeah, I think I will. Iron, iron, titanium, titanium. Okay, we got meteor shower. There might be some iron in the storage crate. Iron, iron. I do not have enough room for that. I do not have enough room. Okay, so here's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to go back to my place. I don't understand why I'm not seeing any asteroid. It could be my graphics setting. Okay, T3 heater. That's what we want later. Is my render distance too short? Yeah. Oxygen level low. I think I will make it. I'm gonna make it. I'll be alright. Okay, I'm gonna drop off this. The circuit boards are good later on. I think you make servers. I don't really know what their servers are used for, but we need that. Okay, that one's all used up. Okay, a T2 drill. We need 2 iron, 2 titanium. Well, we have 1 titanium there. I'm gonna have to go get another titanium. Do I have the kilowattage? We'll see about that. Probably not. T3 drill, minus 8.5 per second. Let's see what we got. Okay, now sometimes the color of the sky denotes what kind of asteroids will drop. There we go, perfect. Tech 3 drill goes outside. Well, I think all the drills go outside. There we are. That'll increase the pressure, also increasing terraformation index. Anyway, the yellow, maybe there's a sulfur asteroid that drops. I could make some sulfur. Probably not. Probably not. Now I'm just going to look around for some storage crates. Maybe there is something somewhere. I would like to have a storage crate. It has something valuable in it. Do I have oxygen? I have 1 canister. I'm not seeing any storage crates. There we go. Aluminum is good. Circuit boards, we do want that. It did drop sulfur. That's what I thought. This is good. Sulfur is used in this game later on when you want to make organics. What is this? More aluminum. Yep, perfect. So when you want to make things like fertilizer to grow trees, and you're going to need some sulfur. So I might as well mine all that. Looking for a storage crate. Good thing I have that beacon there. It tells me how to go home. Well, one more sulfur. Yeah, might as well. And I bet you there's going to be a storage crate somewhere that has something good in it. Let me see here. Nope, that's all cobalt. I'm going a little far. I think I need to get back. So I have enough oxygen to get back. May have overextended a little bit. I think I'll be fine though. Gonna eat the mushroom I grew earlier. In real life, I can't stand mushrooms. I don't like the taste of the mushrooms. I don't like the texture of them. One time in college, I was eating a pizza that had mushrooms on it. I told the pizza itself that it can go to hell because it has mushrooms, and then my friends picked off all the mushrooms for me. Living compartment glass, that you can put that on the floor. Okay, transmissions, might as well make that. You're gonna want that, I know. Okay, communications antennae, well, I will want that. Oh, I think I've overextended. I'm not gonna make it. Unless I can find the... Okay, it's going to be right behind by the drill. I'm going to die here. Yep. Okay, now. Make a communications antenna. And make a message screen. But I think I will do that in the next episode after I drop off all this sulfur and uranium. Alright. Drop all that off. I'll save the blueprint for later.